Barcelona attack. Poignant moment. Hero cop who gunned down 4 terrorists during Cambridge's terror attack is applauded by his fellow officers. This is the moment a hero cop who took down 4 terrorists on the Spanish streets of Cambridge was applauded by his proud fellow officers. The cop, who has previously served with the Spanish Army's elite infantry unit, had been working overtime when he responded to reports of the attack just hours after the Barcelona terror unfolded. Police officers recognized the fast response to the terror attack, including the officer, circled, who gunned down 4 of the terrorists involved in the Cambridge attack. The officer, who is not being identified for his own protection, had undergone training during his time with the Legion, with his background preparing for the horrific scenes he would be met with. The married officer shot down 4 of the terrorists who had plowed through the crowds in a car, before jumping out and storming through the streets of the seaside town of Cambridge. The 5th terrorist stabbed 1 victim before being felled by another cop. El Mundo newspaper described the hero officer as being very quiet, not the Rambo prototype of an elite officer. His normal duties include patrols in the area, helping local schools and businesses to keep safe. He is now being helped to cope with the horrific scenes, having been offered counseling in the aftermath of the attack. Armed police responded to the attack in Cambridge, which unfolded just hours after the Barcelona attack. Police were working at a checkpoint when the terror attack unfolded. Police were quick to take down the terrorists in Cambridge. Grid films moment. Cambridge's terror suspect is shot dead by police after launching attack on Spanish resort. A police source said, "Has a quiet man who does not consider himself a hero. He says he was just doing his job. But the truth is he saved a great many lives." Catalan Police Chief Josep Luis Trapero confirmed a single officer, who was meant to be on holiday, killed 4 of the terrorists and said, "To kill 4 people, even if you are a professional, is not easy to digest." The terrorists had been wearing fake suicide belts during the attack. Police have said a terror cell of 12 has been dismantled in the wake of the double attacks, with fears they had been planning an even bigger plot. They believe the terror network was based in Alcanar, 120 miles from Barcelona, where a house understood to have been used as a bomb-making factory exploded on Wednesday. It comes as police raided the flat of an Islamic preacher who they believe radicalized the attackers who planned and carried out the Barcelona and Cambridge massacre. It is reported Abdelbaki Sadi, said to be 40 years old, is the mastermind behind the terror attacks in Spain which killed 14 people. Cops searched his flat for samples of DNA and fingerprints to establish whether the preacher was one of 2 people killed when the bomb factory in Alcanar exploded last week. Pictures from inside of Sadi's flat show scraps of paper strewn around and a picture of a mosque on the wall of the apartment. Explosive belts worn by Barcelona terrorist suspects killed in Cambridge were fake, police say. Cops raided the flat of Abdelbaki Sadi, who is believed to have radicalized the Barcelona and Cambridge attackers. A picture of a mosque seen hanging on the wall. Police believe Sadi may have been killed in an explosion in Alcanar on Wednesday night. Sadi was reportedly last seen on Tuesday. Sadi's flatmate, named only as Notar, told Spanish newspaper La Vanguardia the preacher had left home on Tuesday because he was leaving for Morocco. Notar claims he has heard nothing from him since, Sadi began preaching in Ripoll around 2 years ago but stopped 2 months ago, sources at the town's mosque said. Neighbors told El País his teachings about Islam were not radical. His former mosque has denounced the deadly attacks, and weeping relatives marched into a Ripoll square on Saturday, tearfully denying any knowledge of the radical plans of their sons and brothers. Police sources told Spanish media, he followed the fundamentalist Salafi branch of Islam. El Mundo newspaper reported Sadi's age and profile suggested he might be the leader of the terror cell. 14 innocent victims were killed and 120 others were injured after a van deliberately plowed into pedestrians in the city's popular Las Ramblas street. Hundreds lay flowers in Las Ramblas to pay tribute to those killed and injured in Barcelona terror attack. Yunzaba Uyakba is being hunted by police. The debris of a house destroyed by a gas explosion in Alcanar, which cops say is linked to the Las Ramblas terror assault. A policeman walks past a dozen of gas bottles in Alcanar during a search linked to the Barcelona and Cambrils attacks.